Welcome to Flashback. This episode we're covering what has now become a cult classic. Wasn't at the time, although people that played it loved it, but is now considered a cult classic. Tomba, or Tombi, however you want to call it. We've always known it as Tombi. It was Tombi for us, but Tomba for everyone else, it seems. And it's a platform game developed by Whoopee Camp. I'll always remember that annoying introduction for Whoopee Camp. You know the one I'm talking about. And published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. The game was initially released in Japan in December 1997 and worldwide the following year. So, as always, bit of an overview on it in that you basically play a pink-haired feral boy who has a bracelet stolen from him by some evil pigs who have come to take over this land. Turns out they're collecting gold and shit like that, basically. And it's up to him he wants to get his bracelet back, but along the way he'll end up helping lots and lots of different people. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. There isn't really... the overarching story's there. I don't want to say it's a distraction because it is the point of the game, but there's so much more else to it, you know? So yeah, things we liked, things we didn't like, favourite moments, scenes, bits of music, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing I'll always remember about Tombi is just what an absolute surprise it was as a game. Like, I remember how we received it, and I don't know if I want to delve too deeply into how we discovered the game.
Fuck it. Everyone did it. Everyone did it back in the day.
Everyone had a chipped PlayStation. Yeah, we just knew this like lady who chipped PlayStations, I guess. I don't know.
A literal mother.
Yeah, and she gave us a stack of games, and there was one that had Tombi written on the side in like a crude marker, and we just checked it out, and yeah, complete surprise. Didn't expect it. We couldn't have possibly guessed that's what it would be.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You're right. It was such a surprise because even I would say the initial first 15 minutes, well, not even that, first 5 minutes with the pretty average introduction, the loud music, the obnoxious Whoopee Camp introduction. There's not a lot to love about it at the start, and then it literally dropped into, well, what the fuck do I do? And you once you get through that, then it kind of opens up. So I think at first as well, like, probably didn't like it, but I think as we realised, probably the moment was when we realised how many different missions there were. Because one of the things that I always praise about it is the amount of fucking missions that exist, the variety in them. You couldn't go 2 steps at certain points without unlocking another thing to do. And even I played it quite recently, for a review, getting the footage and all that. And I still think this. I still want. I don't know the results to. Now, certain games I just can't be, particularly if I'm reviewing it and I'm getting footage to review. I'm not going to sit with a guy because I'm not doing that. So there are certain ones that I still don't know the solution to. Like, what was the purpose of the leaf butterflies? Now, I know you could give them to a guy, but it seemed to take so many that I don't think I've ever seen the end result of that. Now, presumably, he'll use them for something. Do you know?
No idea.
No idea.
I can say for sure that I never completed it. Never.
Or even the end boss and all that?
No, I never completed it, but I do think I may have seen you complete it.
Okay. I know I've beaten the game.
Because, like, we're going to get onto the negatives, but I've always found, the layout of the maps and, like, just the quests and all of it quite confusing.
True.
Yeah. Like,
there's no overview map that you can look at to sort of work things out.
Yeah, like, you'd speak to someone and they'd give you an objective and it would flash up on the screen and stuff in bright colours, but it was difficult to, like, decipher necessarily. It was quite cryptic.
Yeah, very cryptic.
Yeah. You could tell the game was, like, quite foreign in nature.
Oh, yeah. I think it's got that very, as you say, a Japanese game feel. But before we go onto negatives, I will just add that the colourful visuals, it's a beautifully colourful game. Every location's got some unique stuff. I always think of the mushroom forest, which has these different mushrooms. One that if you eat will make Tombi cry, one that will make him laugh. But in the background, basically, are these giant plant heads that if he takes a lot will start laughing along like nut bars or crying. That's so imaginative, quite cleverly done. But also, so the purpose is the evil pigs, and basically you've got to find an evil pig bag, normally hidden in the world, which will then open up an evil pig gate that will be somewhere else. You find that evil gate, you go in there, you capture the evil pig in the bag, and then it will transform a set location. And Tombi did that wonderfully. Areas you'd been to over and over again were now brand new with transformations. Thanks to these transformations, you think of the dwarf forest. The very first location after the main first area is the dwarf forest, and it's basically leafy as fuck. When it's transformed, it's green, it's lush, that kind of thing. I think that's really, really good. But that's enough of the likes.
Yeah, you describe it beautifully.
Yeah.
But yeah, visually it was just pure fun. Like, that's what I think. That's for our younger selves. That's what jumped out at us, is how bright, how vibrant everything was.
Absolutely, yeah. Particularly on a system, the PlayStation, we often associate more with darker and like more serious games, basically. Yeah. You already mentioned missions being confusing. I had it as well, missions being confusing. But the only other one I've got as well is specific. The jungle area. Do you remember this late area? It's the jungle. It's green and it's got these guys that play drums and they jump up in the air. Really fucking, like, you will die. I'd forgotten how hard the area was. Really? And I lost all 8 of my lives in that area alone. Couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Just trying to get through to it, to a fucking door. Because there's all these traps, but these guys jump, right? So they've got spears and shields, and they'll try to block your way. But they jump when you try and jump over them, so you always get hit. And then there's these plant things that take off 2 bars of your health. So, like, with 4 hits, I was dead. Oh, mate. God. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always remember it mainly for, like, a lot of the sound effects in the game. I remember the character when he throws something. Yeah, just ingrained in my mind forever.
Yeah, and there's loads of sound effects. I love the sound effect when you complete a mission, and the thing breaks up and stuff like that. I already mentioned the transformation of the dwarf forest, specifically about the music. I love the music that plays in the transformed dwarf forest. It's my favourite piece of music in Tombi. And it's not a game I'd say that's got, like, memorable music in the sense that you would have so you would listen to on your headphones.
Yeah. don't think it's good in that sense, but I would say it's quite memorable.
Fits in the game, I think. Yeah. But I also loved fighting evil pigs. I love the system, how the level would be designed, and the bag would be moving around in a certain position, and you basically had to jump on the evil pig and try and spin him, like you throw everything into the bag. And it was quite challenging and quite fun. I always thought it was really, really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think on the whole, it's a hugely underrated hidden gem, really.
Yeah.
I think, people talk about it, but I don't think it gets much recognition, really.
It's just that cult classic thing. People that know it's good, know it's good. Basically, it's that kind of thing. But it's not one that people are calling for a re-release or a remake or a reimagining.
That'd be really interesting. Imagine that with modern graphics.
Yeah,
it could be something special.
Yeah. There you go. That's our Tombi Flashback. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos. We've got a couple of episodes rolling now. Tell us what you think in the comments. Anything we've missed or anything you think about the game or disagree with us. Like and subscribe.